Good morning. What's up, everybody? Coach Mills here, coming at you with a brand new Valorant video. And in this video, we gotta break down the brand new patch 2.05. Now, we got some huge bug changes to ranked and ranked penalties, and much more. So make sure you watch at the end, smash that like, subscribe, and go to the GameLeap website in the links down below for the highest quality in-depth guides you'll find anywhere. Specific guides that are guaranteed to help you climb all the way to Immortal and beyond. Do yourself a favor, go check them out right now in the links down below. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now, kicking it off, I'm gonna read what they say. We're gonna talk about all the changes, and then we're just gonna go from there. Quote, "This one's about putting you on your best behavior. Our social and player dynamic team is out here making sure we can better detect AFK and promote better behavior with penalties for chat-based and AFK offenses. This also includes keeping comms restricted players from jumping into the competitive queue, so you can stop asking now. Enjoy the bug fixes as well." Now, first off, we gotta talk about agent updates, which are actually just really minor. They're just quality of life changes. Added a unique keybind in the options menu for flying up and down when using Owl Drone, and added unique keybinds to the option menu for flying up and down in astral form. This is nice quality of life stuff. This is just going to help the characters feel a little bit better when you're doing it. I really like this for Owl Drone in particular, but other than that, no big agent changes, and we're gonna talk about what changes we know are coming and why they're not in this patch in a second, so make sure you stick around till then. Then we're going to the competitive updates. The career act rank tab now has a toggle which allows you to choose to enable or disable your act rank. That's an interesting one. The default is on, but if you don't want to flex your skills, you can always turn it off. The match history tab now allows you to filter your matches per mode. We know that sometimes you just want to look at your competitive matches. Thank the freaking Lord. I love this. I hate having like a million different random game modes cluttering up the actual history tab. This just makes the most sense. Glad that that's finally added. I know they said they're going to add it a long time ago, and I'm really glad that it's finally in the game. Next up, players will receive a small rank penalty for dodging competitive games. They went over that in detail in the past, but essentially, if you actually dodge competitive games and you're a repeat dodger, you are going to start losing rank rating. Now, some people really disagree with this. Some people say, hey, if I'm on Icebox and I don't want to play the damn map, let me dodge it and not lose rank. Well, basically, Riot took a pretty hard stand on this, saying, yeah, you're going to lose it if you keep doing it over and over again. So maybe every once in a blue moon, you're not going to receive that much rank rating loss, or none at all. But if you do it consistently, like if every time you run across split and icebox you dodge, you're gonna start losing rank. Now, it's not gonna be a lot of rank, but it's gonna be enough to matter, and it could be the difference between ranking up or ranking down in the tiers that you're in. So it's really gonna disincentivize people from dodging altogether. Now, that being said, if you don't just try to dodge maps, but you dodge when someone's toxic, you know, really toxic in the voice entry phase, then yeah, that's probably gonna be forgiven if you only do it once in a while. But if you're dodging because people are picking the character that you normally play, or just dodging maps altogether, you're gonna be losing a lot of ranking. And you know, I don't really know how I feel about this. I do understand that they want everyone to play all their maps, and that they want people to actually be able to get into a game. They don't want someone to like try to queue for a game and it gets canceled and canceled and canceled and canceled over and over and over again. But at the same time, if there's a giant dodge rate on some of your maps, maybe you need to look into some map changes, but that's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. Next up, tuned radiant rank rating. Oh shit, say that 3 times fast. Gains and losses to be more consistent with immortal rank rating behavior. Apparently there was some sort of disconnect between the two, and now they're more closely in line with going up and down. And then last up, custom games layout and visuals have been updated. Now, moving on to the social updates, improve AFK detection, so it's going to detect when people are AFK quicker. Updated penalties for AFK offenses. This includes warnings, queue restrictions, XP denial, competitive queue bans, and game bans. Updated penalties for chat-based offenses. This includes warnings, chat restriction, competitive queue restriction, and game bans. Reminder that zero tolerance offenses will result in game bans automatically. So basically, to sum it up, if you are someone that AFKs a lot and you're a repeat offender, you can lose XP or be denied XP, and you can also just get a straight up competitive ban or just a game ban altogether. You just can't play the game until whatever the time, you know, runs down. And who knows how long these game bans could last. Maybe if you're a repeat offender and you got several bans, they might just permaban you. Who knows? But I think a lot of people are gonna really like that. They're really tired of people AFKing, especially if you're playing ranked. Play it for the long haul. Don't play play with the intent of leaving. It's pretty obvious stuff, guys, but they have to put in these really strict things so that it really disincentivizes people from doing that. Now, as far as the chat bans, now you can get permabanned or banned from competitive for getting banned in chat. If you don't have chat on, you can also, on top of that, be banned from playing competitive. Now, I'm sure Defran is really happy to actually get Radiant before this went through, considering he was freaking chat banned almost the entire time on his climb to Radiant. But it's really nice, honestly. If you're gonna get banned in chat and you can't talk with your teammates, freaking don't play comp and don't be allowed to play comp. A lot of times players will, you know, they'll be banned and they want to invite you to a party and they're like, hey, come chat with me, come talk with me, I'm chat banned, but I still want to be able to talk with you. Well, pretty much most of the time, if they're chat banned, there's a reason for it, right? You're still gonna try to join, you're still gonna try to work with them, but more than likely, there's a reason that they're chat banned and they're really toxic or whatever. Just prevent them from playing ranked. You can't play competitive without good comms, and if you're not gonna say anything positive, just don't talk at all, honestly, or get freaking competitive ban. But let me know what you think about all that in the comments down below. Do you agree, disagree? I really want to know your take on it. Now, of course, the zero tolerance offenses will result in game bans automatically. This is most likely sexist, racist type things, pretty obvious stuff. And now it's just going to happen behind the scenes. If it identifies anything like that, it's just going to automatically game ban you. And you could even be getting a perma ban. Now, the next thing that we got to talk about is bugs. I'm not going to go over every single bug, but I am going to talk about some of the really notable ones that actually change how the game is played. So the big one in question is now Killjoy can't place Lockdown off the ground by jumping and placing it on a cosmic piece of Geo on the walls anymore, which was actually a tech with Killjoy. A lot of people were using it to put Killjoy ult really high up, and if you actually played around it, you could still hit it with some utility, but it looks like they don't want that to be the case. They want Killjoy's ult to be on the ground, on solid ground, and that's actually a pretty big change to the character because lineups are more effective, ultimates are more effective, and you can't learn these crazy techs. So all of you that did learn it, unlucky for you. Now, there was a multitude of other buffs that actually are pretty important, but I'm not going to go over all of them. Like I said, I think it's best for you to just go read it down below in the description. We're going to have the full patch notes. So if you want to learn anything about that, definitely go check it out right now. Now, the next question that a lot of people are going to be asking is, hey, what the hell? Where is my changes to agents? Where's the Viper change? Where's the Yoru change? Well, they did say that this patch is really just monitoring Astra, making sure that there's no big bugs around her, and that any of those big changes to both Viper and Yoru will be coming in patch 2.06 through 2.09, which is a really wide net, honestly. A little bit tilting, but I understand. But it's been a long time since we've seen Viper changes, right? We've known she's needed changes for a long time. They even acknowledge that Yoru needs changes. They're probably going to buff both these characters, but realistically, it's most likely going to be a complete rework to Viper. Big changes to Viper, because otherwise, why are they taking so damn long to put these changes through? If it was just a small numbers tweak, they probably could have put it in a freaking month ago or 2 months ago, but they haven't done any of that, and I'm really thinking that they're actually going to be changing some of her abilities pretty substantially, and I really want to know your opinion about it. What do you want to see? What do you think it's going to be down below, and in what way would you change Yoru to make him more viable? He does have a lot of potential, and there's a high skill ceiling there, but even getting the maximum amount of value on the agent right now, he's still not as good as a lot of the other options. So what would you do to make him very unique, powerful, without using or losing his identity? I want to know your opinion about all that in the comments down below. But thank you so much for coming by. Smash that like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and go to the GameLeap website in the links down below for the highest quality advanced concepts, guides, tips and tricks, everything you possibly need to climb to Immortal and beyond. We got it on the GameLeap website down below, so go check it out right now. But thank you so much for coming to the video. I hope you enjoyed. That's all I got for you today. I'm Coach Mills, and of course, until next time.